There you go, right there. I've got water, lots of water. Okay, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the whole setup, and I'm going to start right from the well all the way back, and we're going 100 feet in the opposite direction. And I've got this attached to a 100-foot garden hose. There you go, right there. Okay, I'll take you off the tripod. I'll show you the whole setup. Okay, so we're over by the well. I showed all this before. I just put a couple little clamps on here to lift this up, because I know everybody's going to want to take a look and see what's inside. And that's all it is, just the foot valve, and that's it. Okay, so let's go on to the rest of it. Well, let's start off with the pump here. I'll just take this off, and that's the inside there. I showed this before, and I'll put a link down below if you want to follow the series. But I got the pump on right there, and it stays right at that pressure. Doesn't drop much in a half an hour, so I got no leaks anywhere. And this is the setup right in there. Just got a battery hooked up, and like I said before, I showed all this control panel, and you can see there, what is it, 14.4, fully charged. And this is just my off and on switch, and that's the setup there. Now, I did go with some covers here around my blocks. I put 4 blocks down there, and I know just with the vibration and the wind, it just ripped them ratchet straps right off. So that's what I got there. And this is the whole setup here. Now it looks a lot different than before, doesn't it? And the big difference is I made a little bit of a dam. If you take a look at right here, yeah, I'll show you that right there. I made a little bit of a dam there, put a piece of plastic across. You can see all the cement blocks in there, and I dammed this right up. And of course, I put lots more fill around here, and all that water is being filtered right straight through, and that water is crystal clear. So it goes over to here, comes around, and goes in right there. And that is a quick connector right there that I can undo in the fall, and just take this and just put it inside for the winter. Same on this side. You can see I got the quick connector down there. And well, that's the whole setup right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put an amperage reading on and show you how much power this actually draws. Okay, so I got the garden hose here, and all I'm going to do is just pull the water on the garden hose, and it'll turn the pump on, and then you can take a look right here. If I can get out of your shade here, see if I can find a good spot where you can actually see. I think you can see that right there. Now you could see when it starts up, I'll just zero it again. You could see when it starts up, it draws a lot more, just for a millisecond. Yeah, so it goes up about over 5 for sure, and then drops right down when you're running. And we'll go over to the pump there, and you could see, there it is right there. Okay, so where does all this line go? Let's go for a walk, and let's take a look at the setup. Put a tap on here, T-post in the ground with a hunk of wood, and of course I used all PEX plumbing, buried it underneath the ground, and that is exactly a 100-foot roll, and it comes right to here. And the whole reason why I wanted to do this is so I could fill up this barrel. Now this barrel is for my shower room. I have a shower right on behind here. Of course I have a hot water tank. I've got, you know, down here a battery, a solar panel on the top of the on the roof, and it comes along here through the first filtration system. There's my pump right there, and of course on this particular system I do have a pressure tank, which you need for a shower, for the cycling off and on, which is different. And this is my complete filter system. And what I do is I fill this up and I put 1 cup of Javex, let it sit there for 24 hours before I use it, of course. And that's the whole idea behind this. So yesterday what I did was, well, I washed the ATV. That took a half an hour, steady. Now remember, that pump is not just your regular pump. It's a continuous duty pump, not intermittent. So if you get the one that's intermittent, tops 45 minutes to an hour, you'll overheat it. And of course I wash my lawn tractor, and today I'm going to be washing this right here. Now the only thing that I have to do is put a hose holder on this tree here. And I'm just going to fabricate something up on there, and so I can hang the hose on there. So I'll just show you a little bit in action here. Now imagine, that's 100 feet to here, and this is a 100-foot hose, and that pump is 60 psi. So I'll show you it in action here. I'm just going to rinse down my tractor a bit. You know, I've been waiting a long time to be able to do this, and I mean, this is all I really need just to wash it all down. And of course I got to do the rest later. Well, I tell you, this was a fun project. I never really thought in the beginning that I'd be able to go 200 feet, 100 foot, which I thought was the max. But you know what? This works like a charm. And now I've got water, and it doesn't stop. I can run it just continuously all I want. And for me to fill that barrel up in there, that's a 50-gallon barrel, well, that pump runs at just over 1 gallon a minute. And the water's nice and crystal clear, and it's cold. Now I don't be using this for drinking water. I'm only using it in the shower room, and that's pretty well it, and washing the machinery. So thanks for joining me here today. I hope you like this little bit of a series on my shallow well pump system. And like I said in the beginning, I'll put a link down below if you want to follow along all the different parts to this, because it was a lot of thinking and a lot of research to find out the specific pump. I wanted a, you know, like a real heavy duty continuous use pump, and it's just, well, it's done more than I could have expected. So thanks for joining me here today, and check out the link below. If you haven't seen this channel before, well, you're welcome to subscribe. And if you have any questions, let me know. Cheers.